FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching, episode 385. 5 plus 40 plus 20 plus 20 plus 99 plus 1 plus 99 plus 1 plus 98 plus 1 plus 1 is 385, cuz math.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
It's a beautiful sunny day here in Southwest Ohio.
It is, you know. The sun is
we're
shining.
glad that you took some time out of your busy schedule
Absolutely.
drop in on us.
Yes.
We haven't had a very eventful week.
Well, let's just see what's happening.
I did go and renew my driver's license.
This is very, thrilling.
Because this is 2025. So in Ohio, driver's licenses typically renew in 5 years.
Yeah.
Let's just say...
It's been a long 5 years for Pam.
I remember during COVID going to the DMV and getting my driver's license renewed.
Yeah, sure.
It was not a happy day.
No. I'm sorry about that, Pam.
So I told Steph, I said, I'm really most interested in getting a better picture.
And boy, did she's like glamour shots over there now.
No, it's not glamour shots.
Kinda.
One thing I did forget to adjust is my weight. We always say I want to be the weight that's on my driver's license.
Well, now Pam would like to be less than her driver's license.
Yeah.
Because that is...
I am less than my
I was going to
license.
say, yeah.
But, I didn't.
Whatever.
I just wanted
Pam's
to
not committing a bunch of crimes where they're going to require a license or going to the club.
Yeah, so that was a big event for my week. Nothing else, really.
I have this one wrinkle that's just...
In your skin?
Yeah, no, Pam, in time. Yes, my skin. Look at this right here.
It's called a wrinkle.
That's what I said.
Not a crease. Whatever, you're getting old. Hello, we all are.
This is a scar right here, in case anyone was wondering.
Oh, yeah.
That's a scar.
How old were you when you ran into the table?
4. No, 5. 5 or 6, maybe. However old you are when you're the height of a dining room table.
Yeah.
Because my brother was chasing me around the house. And I turned around and I was like, you're never going to catch me. And then I turned around and I went poof, right into the table like a little brat. And then it just gushed blood.
That's okay. You're still beautiful.
Thank you, Pam. I know.
Anyway.
Hello, everyone. I hope that y'all are doing great.
We hope you're doing fine.
I hope you're doing better than fine, for the record. But anyway.
So, anyway, we're going to start off with...
the kazoo. If you hear commotion, it's because Mac is playing with his little swirly toy. And he just runs around the house with it. Oh, he goes
We've
bananas.
had quite a morning already.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, with all of your copying. And Pam needed to make copies of something.
He
and he was
loves
the printer.
the printer.
You know how you guys love the printer? Because it's like a third person.
Mac loves it even more.
He'll fight you for president of the printer.
Yeah, I was making a bunch of copies. And
he was just...
he is always fascinated by the printer.
Oh, he just
I don't know what it is.
Even
I think it's the slot where the copies come out.
Yeah.
He was putting his little paw inside.
Yeah, because he wants to find out what's happening in there.
Doesn't understand.
And I have a printer that I use for work stuff on the other table. Oh, can't handle that either.
No.
He's just like, his dream is to work at Office Max. That's his, that's going to be his first job out of high school. So, we got a ways to go, though.
Are you quite ready?
Oh, yeah, I've been ready, but we're talking about Mac and printers, so.
Okay. That means it's time for Pam's pinned comment.
Sure does.
Since I'm Pam, I picked the comment.
Sure does.
And I pin it to the top of all the wonderful comments.
Yeah.
After the previous video. And this one had to do with the fact that, of course, a week ago, at least in the States, I don't know whether it's a UK or down under holiday, but last week was Mother's Day, remember?
I do remember that, Pam. But I don't... Is Mother's Day...
Anyway, at one point, you said...
Oh,
we
boy.
appreciate your second place finish. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember
because
that.
I said, Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers, and then I was like, But Pam's the best. But we appreciate your second place finish.
So here comes
So Sarah.
Sarah. Hi, Sarah, if you're watching.
Hello, Sarah.
Your comment got pinned to the top of all of the comments.
It sure did.
Because you quoted Stephanie saying, we appreciate your second place finish.
Yes.
And then you went on to say, all us second place moms, thank you, and bow to Pam, who sets the standard.
It's true.
So, of course, I'm going to pin that to the top of
There's
all
the
comments.
bar, you know.
So, anyway, thank you, Sarah. And thank you to everybody that commented after last week's video.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, so I put into the Googs, I put, is Mother's Day celebrated globally?
Oh, yeah.
And it says, yes, Mother's Day is celebrated globally, although the date of the celebration varies depending on the country or region.
There you go. Okay.
Many countries follow the U.S. tradition of celebrating it the second Sunday of May,
Oh.
while others have their own unique dates and traditions.
There you go.
So, many countries, including the U.S., Canada, Australia, and many parts of Europe, celebrate Mother's Day on the 2nd.
So there's all you need to know about Mother's Day. A week late.
A week late. So, congratulations
Better
to you.
late than never.
That is very exciting.
All right, so.
Oh, I gotta get my other sound effect. Hold,
You
please. Ready?
Yep. That's the sound of our silver and gold segment.
Silver and gold.
Why it's a xylophone, I have no idea.
It just happened one day, everybody. It just happened. Did somebody ask?
No,
Oh.
I'm asking.
Okay, calm down. This is our channel. You should just know the answer. Just make it up.
Anyway, silver and gold is based on the old Girl Scout ditty. Make new friends that keep the
That's
old,
the
one
word
is silver,
we're
one
going
is
with. We're
gold.
going to go with the word ditty right now, Pam. I think we should avoid the word ditty at all costs, okay?
Our silver floss tuber this week is, and this is very interesting.
That one's for you, Sarah.
This is very interesting
Okay, I'm excited about it, Pam.
because both our silver and our gold floss tubers started their channels the same year we did.
Isn't that great? The
Isn't
class
that
of
amazing?
2018.
The class of 2018.
Good time.
And so that means, you know, they've been around a while, kind of
We're
like
coming
us.
up on our 10-year anniversary here.
I know.
Sooner rather than later. Okay, go.
So, Silver,
Silver.
hello. We want to
Hi-ho,
introduce
Silver.
you. We want to make sure you go check out Jaime.
Jaime!
Jaime is been on FlossTube since March of 2018.
So she's older than us.
She's been around on FlossTube longer than us.
I love that.
And we've been around a long time.
We are ancient artifacts.
Anyway, Jamie's at Stitching and Wishing.
Yeah.
Jaime lives in Georgia.
Yep.
And pretty near Kennesaw, Georgia.
Okay.
Kennesaw is a name in Georgia that is a location that anybody out there that
Follows marching band.
follows marching band.
High school marching bands.
Kennesaw Mountain is always a competitor
It
in
is.
competitive marching band. And
I will never forget my freshman year.
yeah, so
They had a Wizard of Oz show. It was amazing.
yeah, they big
They
competitive
had like
marching
waterfalls come out that changed color. It was amazing. I've never seen anything like it in my whole life. I was just amazed.
band. Anyway, back to Jaime.
Sorry, Jaime does not live in Kennesaw. For
No,
the
but
record.
she lives near there.
Yeah.
And she has made 39 numbered floss tubes with some extras thrown in.
I love that little
since
sprinkle.
March of 2018.
Yep.
She stitches a variety of projects, and her latest video is some starts, I think, of samplers for Stitch Mania, I think.
That's so great.
So, and of course, as we've noted, this time of year, last few weeks before StitchCon, we're highlighting StitchCon attendees or
ma'am.
returnees, and Jaime has been to StitchCon before, and she's coming
Numerous
back.
times. So I'm very excited.
So make sure you go check out Jaime, Jaime,
Yes.
Stitching and Wishing. Our Gold FlossTube channel is a mother-daughter team
Obviously.
who started in September of 2018.
Wow.
And that's Connie and Melina, and their channel is Count Twice, Stitch Once.
Yep.
What a great channel.
It's a good name. Yeah.
I mean, channel name.
Yeah.
They live in Illinois.
Yep.
I think around Normal.
Yeah.
I think.
Normal in Bloomington, I think.
Yeah, that area.
Yeah.
Like I said, they started in September of 2018 and they made 82 videos.
I love that.
They stitch a variety of projects on a variety of fabrics.
Super.
And like I said, they're mother and daughter. Connie,
oh, I forgot she was doing that.
Yeah, Connie does most of the FFOing for both of them, and she does a great job.
How come you don't do most of the FFOing for us, Pam?
I just didn't get that gene. She's done a lot of the Satsumas, the 12 Days of Christmas, like
I
the
love those.
What is it?
Four calling birds.
Four calling birds with the telephone. The Satsuma
Oh, so
tree.
the ornaments that I was doing.
Yeah. She's done a lot of those.
Those are good.
They went to Galleria several years ago, probably around the time we were there, maybe, but we didn't know them at the time.
If we met you at that, I'm really sorry that we forget. That feels like
they've been to several retreats, particularly Connie. I'm not sure. Melina has a full-time job, and I don't know that she has the freedom to travel like Mom does.
Yeah, that's okay.
But she is doing an RTO kit. I think the title, I'm talking about Melina now, is Red Mermaid. And she's doing it on black fabric. And it's absolutely stunning.
Okay.
So, they're both
beautiful.
coming to StitchCon. I know that Connie's been before.
Yeah.
I think this might be the first time that she's bringing Melina with her. So,
but we could be very wrong about that.
We could be wrong.
But we're pretty
If you're watching, girls, you can correct us. But go check out Connie and Melina.
Yeah.
Count twice, stitch once. We love that title.
Yep.
And those are our FlossTube shout-outs for this week.
Oh, it's exciting.
It is exciting. Let's talk about whips, shall we?
We shall.
What have you been stitching this week, Steph?
Okay, Pam.
I thought she was going to say, calm down.
Oh, no. I'm used to it now at this point. All right, so I haven't had a ton of stitching time this week, not as much as last because, we have a thing coming up. And so trying to get all of the loose ends tied up and shipping and packages and all that. So anyway, I've been working on Disagree from Rebel Stitcher. It's just been really nice because it's one color on 32 count. So even after a long day of work and packages and blah, 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 I can sit down and just stitch for, even if it's half an hour, because it's one color. So I just pick it up and work on it. And it's really nice. So if you're unfamiliar with this pattern, the words on it say, we can disagree and still love each other, unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and right to exist. Absolutely. And so, that is a sentiment of which I agree. And this is being stitched on 32 count Ophelia linen from Color and Cotton. I believe it was a fabric of the month at some point, but and I am using Gentle Arts in the color Freedom, and I am doing one. Hi, buddy. Do you want to say hi to people? Is that what you came over here for? You said I just want to say hi, just really quickly. Hello, everybody. Say I was playing with my toy, but now I want. Look how tired I am.
Yeah,
he's sleeping with the.
He fights sleep.
Yeah, he's a sucker.
He'd like to be able to stay awake and not miss a darn thing.
Oh, he's done. Okay.
So
anyway, okay. And yes, I am using one thread on 32. So not over one, but one thread. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah.
You playing through, or what's the deal?
What's happening here? Okay. All right.
We'll see how this goes.
Yes, we will. All right. Just gonna sit right there. Okay. So that's where I'm at. So this week I worked and finished some of the motifs up at the top there. I really wanted to get this one done, but I only got it halfway done. I'm sorry, people. But I finished that one this week and got that done. So, but yeah, it's turning out pretty good, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing this as a stitch along with my girlfriend Alexa. Yeah. And she sent me a picture of it this morning. Oh, hers looks great. I'm going to show everybody like just how, you know.
Oh, yeah. She's doing it on the pink, the hot pink.
Look at that, you guys.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And so she had this fabric, and then I picked out the thread for her. I mean, to be fair, I sent her like 5 or 6 different options, and then she went with her favorite. And so, like, and she's doing it over one. I think it's either 32 or 28.
Kind of like what she did with Nutcracker.
Yes.
Holy
moly. If you're not
moly.
following Teton Stitcher, we love her, but she's amazing. So, on Instagram, Teton Stitcher on Instagram. But I just think this is so great. I love it so much. I'm really having a lot of fun with all of these Quaker motifs. It's been a blast to stitch. So, a very, very, very well done pattern in multiple respects. So, if you do it on 32 count, it takes about a fat quarter. So, that is amazing. I think Alexa is also hosting a Long Dog sampler stitch along for her birthday in July. And
which Long Dog do you remember?
Any of them.
Oh,
yeah.
In July?
For her birthday.
Ooh.
I think Chris and Victoria are doing it too, right? Aren't you guys doing that too? And then
I might have to jump on that, because I have a problem.
Do you, Pam?
With Sal's, and I know which one I want to do. So stay tuned.
So stay tuned. Oh, efficient, yeah. So she's doing.
Oh, the 7th wave or whatever that's called.
The 7th wave is what it's called.
Oh, I did guess it right.
Good job, Pam. But you can like do whatever. And
okay. Teton Stitcher.
I have some thoughts about that. So anyway, but that's all I've been doing this week. Nothing too riveting or exciting, but I am really enjoying stitching it. So there's that. So, alrighty. That's what I've been doing. Would you like me to move the orange cap before you get started, Pam?
Well, so far he's
doing just fine.
Stationary.
All right. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. What have you been doing with your life, Pamela?
Okay. So I thought I would show this only because we broke a record this week here.
Who did? Oh, a heat record.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So this is my temperature chart for this year. This is the 2nd temperature chart I've ever done. Okay. And it is on the Facebook page. It's free. There are 4 different PDFs to download. It's from Delphine Luthine, and it's called Projet Temperatures 2025. It's
very cool.
It's super fun. I do 1 bloom or bud a day.
Okay.
And so we're in May.
Ow.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I just scratched my nose.
Oh. And you
what
start
if I said no?
I don't know.
Nope, I'm gonna bleed out. Just right here on camera. FlossTube 35. Pam said bleed out.
No. No extra charge.
No extra charge.
So, this bud here was our highest temperature so far in our
this orange
area.
One here? Yeah. It was a hot one.
It was in the 80s.
Oof.
So we're getting there. I can't remember.
In May.
In May. So,
and add humidity on top of that.
Yeah. So I'm doing it on 32 count Thornfield from Linen and Flax.
You mean needle and flax?
Needle and Flax.
Beautiful.
So I just thought I'd show that for anybody who's not aware. And we put the name of the Facebook group in the notes.
Yep, every time.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yep. So,
okay.
Okay. And,
next.
My WIP Go calls for May were the first half on Rural Post Office. At Christmas, which is a Bucilla kit with all the kit materials.
Very exciting.
And I checked. This actually was painted artwork before it was a cross-stitch pattern, clearly. And so when you put it in a search in Google, mostly you get the art print.
Sure.
Okay. It was a cover on the Saturday Evening Post back in the day.
Yep.
And it looks like this. And I have this on my WIP Go board, I think 20 times out of 25.
Yep. That's awesome.
Max making himself comfortable on holding the base of the tripod. Fine. So, clearly I'm trying to make progress on this old WIP. And the first of the month is passed. We're after the 15th of the month.
We are.
So
are you putting it away or what?
For the next
couple weeks
spin until we see what Jessie calls for June.
Okay.
But this is where I am. I worked my way down to, this is the bottom corner. It looks beige on beige, but
that's because it is.
That's pretty much because it is.
Yep.
And so, yeah.
Well, let me show them up close.
Yeah, so.
Don't worry, we'll get there eventually, yo. Beige on beige.
Yeah.
Tone on tone.
Yeah. There's, in the piece of fabric that came in the kit, there really is hardly any margin. So when I get it framed, it'll be right up against the stitching. And I think when
I feel like there's going to be more at the top.
Oh, there is.
No, like margin-wise. Like, you're going to have way more margin
I don't know. I started right in the middle.
I mean, I know you did, but I don't know.
Well, there's quite a bit of roof up here.
Quite a bit of roof, everyone.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
With snow on it and so forth. And trees in the background.
Yeah.
So,
You
there's
have enough. It's just a matter of how much margin you've got.
Right. And, I mean, that allows for, what? Is that 3 about? 2.5, 3?
Yeah, I was going to say 2.5, yeah.
Yeah. So, I think when I pick it up next, whenever it's called, whenever one of the blocks is called, I'm going to go back up to the top and finish the building.
Okay.
I
think, there's a lot of brick and stuff you have left.
There's also a lot of snow, but there's also some brick.
And, like, look at all them trees that's over here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All of this situation.
See, I haven't done anything over here.
No. I want this little sign made.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Head in that direction.
Let's do that.
Okay, let's. So, anyway.
I love that group decision we just made together.
That's WIP Go for the first half of May.
Yep, which is now kaput.
So, it goes back in the WIP Go bag. I only have 3 projects on my WIP Go board.
Right.
I have that.
Pumpkins.
I have Halloween at Hawk Run, which I'm on the last block of.
Oh, it's exciting.
With all the skeletons.
Yep.
And pretty much that's almost done except for the background color around the skeletons.
Yep.
And then I have this one. And this is also another old WIP.
Love it. I love that bag for that project. It's perfect.
Yeah. So this is another old kit. It's from Lenarta, and it is artwork by Marjolaine Baston. And it looks like that. So, whatever the 16th was, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, Thursday?
No, Pam, right? Today's the 18th.
So
Friday.
Yeah. I got out pumpkins. And
very exciting
when we were in Europe in 2022.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
With Suzanne.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We were in Bruges, Belgium.
Yep.
And they had a lot of Lenarta kits.
Yeah.
On hooks with a little white hanger thing on the top.
Yep.
And I'm just pawing through them. You know, we're just having
our own business.
Great time.
Yep.
And my hand landed on a kit of this.
Pumpkins.
Of pumpkins.
Yep. In
brand
much better condition than this.
Yeah, brand new.
Situation.
And so I thought, I'm going to get it. And as a celebration of when I finish mine, I am going to somehow figure out a way to pass on a brand new unopened pumpkins.
Very exciting.
And like I said, Suzanne was with us. Hi, Suzanne, if you're watching. And she ran, we were sitting outside the shop, and she ran right in and said to the lady,
do you have any more of these?
Do you have any more of these? And the lady went upstairs, and Suzanne has one.
Yep.
But
she had one left after that.
I have not seen it online anywhere.
No. Nope.
So this is where I am, and we're really on the home stretch with this one as well.
Look at this, y'all.
Worked on this. This is on 27 count even weave. Came in the kit. 2 threads.
Yep.
2 strands.
Yeah.
Over 2 threads of fabric. And I worked down, this is 1 strand, this pale yellow.
Yep.
And I worked down.
Yeah, let me show it up close.
Yeah.
Okay.
I worked down to the edge of the design on that side.
Beautiful.
So I feel like I've gone from here to here.
Oh, yeah.
And now I just
You
have
just
to
have
fill
that
this
chunk
in.
left.
Which, if you look at the picture, is a lot of it is this very large dark green gourd.
Oh, yeah.
And this pumpkin blossom.
The squash flower.
Yeah, the squash flower down there.
Beautiful.
So it'll be fun. It's super fun to do.
It's so pretty.
It's just been a joy. There's no back stitching that hasn't already been done.
Oh, that's great.
Like, I think there's the beak of the bird has a little bit of back stitching.
Yep.
But, you know, her artwork is just...
So these are full crosses, but just with 1 thread.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's just
Just
really,
kind of the background.
Yeah. A little bit of definition.
Yeah.
Stunning, Pam.
So,
that'll make a great mantelpiece for the fall.
won't it? Yeah. So,
that's great, Pammy.
and this is the first month. It's been the second half of May for that to be called.
That's great.
So,
I love
you know, eventually, I think I'll have enough time to finish it.
Perfect bag.
That's from Jess.
I know it is.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Literally.
And my SAL of the week from the previous week was Live in the Sunshine SAL. And that's hosted by Samantha at the Huga Stitcher. And it's for Summer Quaker by Lila Studio.
Excellent.
Most of you are familiar with that one. I'm doing this on 40 count.
It's colored cotton, I think.
Renaissance from Colored Cotton.
Yep.
And
I love this
I
so much.
love this. So this is 1 strand, 1 thread over 2 on 40 count. And when I stopped, I was, the last time I touched this, was up here on this corner where this little lobster needle minder is.
Wow, so you did all of that this week?
All of this.
Holy shit,
down to this little crab this morning.
Wow.
I got all that done.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, it was. It's super fun.
I am amazing.
I'm not saying it's amazing, but...
I mean, you literally just said, yeah, it is. After I said, it's amazing.
No, what I mean is, I was a little bit surprised by this band right here.
Why?
That it was the peachy orange and the black.
Oh,
I was kind of surprised
just
at that.
trust the process.
Well, I know, but... So, anyway, I got that little crab in.
I love it.
And,
Hey,
again...
see it.
Oh, sorry.
Look at the crabby. Oh, it's so... Even that starfish is so cute. Oh, look at that little crustacean on its side. It's so good. It's beautiful, Pam.
So, like I said, that's
you just do beautiful work, Pamela.
So 40 count Renaissance, and I love that combination. Somebody that I watched this week, I don't know whether it was one of
the combination of what?
The combination of 40 count Renaissance with 1 strand.
Okay.
Someone I watched this past week was talking about doing Prairie Schooler Prairie Flowers as miniatures. And, you know, it's a classic Prairie Schooler design with a whole bunch of flowers.
Oh, yeah. You know who did those was Elizabeth Ann.
But I don't think she did them small.
No, but she stitched them.
Yeah.
And finished them and did a whole big thing.
Yeah, and I love the idea of making them small. So I put a Post-it note on my chart that I like this combination of 40 count Renaissance using 1 strand.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't want to do 2 strands on 40 count.
No, but I just...
No.
But
no.
I just like that combination.
Yeah.
I have to write everything down.
Of course.
If I don't,
It's
what
all...
the heck is he doing now?
Lord knows. He's not touching the tripod, though. He's fine.
He whacks it with his tail every once in a while. Who,
fine.
me, he says?
I'm not doing shit.
You talking about me?
I am...
And then...
Macaroni Trouble Schaffner. That's what he is.
So, my BS wheel... BS stands for barely started,
yes.
by the way.
Not for what you think it does.
Right. Is an old Just Nan, one of her dimensional ones.
Oh boy.
Called Scream House. And you make it into this
I love it.
Little building, and then the inside...
A little house.
A little house.
A scream house.
A scream house. And then the inside is also stitched on, and then you construct the whole thing.
Yep.
All of that construction I will not be doing. That will be done by a finisher.
Yes.
But I did get back to this yesterday and worked pretty much all day on it.
I can't wait to show them.
So this is the front door.
The front door, knocky knocky.
Yeah, of the house.
Look at that freaking
And
cute
there
thing.
will be beads added at some point. They won't be the official Just Nan beads, but there are plenty of bead sources for me to...
Oh, yeah. I wonder if I were to reach out to them if they had any.
Oh, I've checked with everybody.
No, I mean just Nan directly.
Oh, yeah, I've checked with everybody.
You have?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I've checked with everybody.
Hey, Pam, why don't you say I've checked with everybody?
Because you keep saying...
Just to be clear.
I wonder if. I'm just answering all your...
Okay.
So this is on 32 count.
Droblin from Color and Cotton in the color.
In the color Tombstone. How appropriate. So,
which I thought about when I cut it up for you.
Yeah, and then the inside will be on Color and Cotton Periwinkle.
Ooh, baby.
For the inside.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this was all kitted up by Steph for a Christmas gift.
Mm-hmm. Very exciting.
A couple of years ago.
Yep.
But
fun.
so fun.
It is
so
very
fun. Boy, what a talent she is.
Seriously.
She is. Yeah.
Seriously.
Nan.
Here you go.
Nan used to work at the Silver Needle years and years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that goes with that. And here's...
Some of the chart for Summer Quaker. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's get you all together here.
What? What?
How do you not see?
Oh. Stephanie does not like the ears up on a clamp.
Nope, I hate it. Just
So
put them down. Put the ears down.
So if you're giving her anything that has a clamp on it, put the ears down.
Unless it's hanging on a hook.
Otherwise, she has that reaction.
Unless it's hanging on a hook, right? Like we have papers at the shop that are clamped that hang.
Oh,
that's fine because that has a purpose. This is just redonkulous.
We all have our little issues, don't we?
Yes, we do. We all have our little issues. That's an understatement of the century.
Okay.
All right.
So those.
Oh wait, hold on. I gotta open my thing. Ew. I'm trying to do a lot over here, Pam, okay? I got you all organized. I got these people to entertain. Those
are
our
whips
of
the
week. Very exciting.
Alrighty.
Okie dokie.
We both have
things that we got back from the finisher this week, everybody.
Okay.
Exciting. Why don't you go first?
Okay. We all know we're heading up to the 250th anniversary of the United States.
Yep.
And one of the events that led up to our revolution was Paul Revere's Ride.
Yep.
Which was actually in 1775, I believe.
Yes.
And long after the revolution,
Pam stitched this.
the poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, who was born in Portland, Maine, as I was, wrote the famous poem about Paul Revere's Ride. And so in more or less the commemoration of Longfellow's poem, I decided to pull out a very old finish. I do have the, is it Willow Hill? the huge design about Paul Revere's ride.
Yeah,
but I didn't want to
to
start anything that big. But I had this one that is from Dames of the Needle, and I had stitched it a very long time ago. And when I was talking about stitching it, or perhaps I showed it in a video several years ago.
Yep.
Our friend Ellen Chester, who is with my needle, lives down the street in Westchester, Ohio, which is next door to Mason. And she said, I have the little horn book that will fit that perfectly. Come by and pick it up. And I had a delightful day. It was, wow, it was a long time ago. It was probably maybe 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And, of course, she has just floor-to-ceiling samplers
Gorgeous.
in her great room.
Gorgeous.
And had a lovely visit with Ellen and her husband. And she gave me the little hornbook board.
That was perfect for this
That was perfect for this. So this is, I don't know what the title is other than it's just Paul Revere. From Dames of the Needle on the little board.
Isn't it
From
so cute?
Ellen, and I don't know where Ellen got it, but anyway, it fits perfectly, and Barbara finished it at Keepsakes. So I thought it was
cute.
something appropriate to mark the day. Like I said, it wasn't Paul Revere's ride, it was the writing or the publishing of Longfellow's poem.
Yeah. Awesome. Very cool.
And
super lightweight, like really, really cute.
Yeah.
Just really, really cute.
Yeah.
And
So,
like perfect for a little, display.
we'll put it up on the mantle or something like that.
Excellent.
So, thanks to Ellen publicly, if you're watching, Ellen, and Barbara for finishing it for me.
Absolutely. All right. I actually got something back from Barbara as well. If you are coming to StitchCon, and you'll see this in real life, because it's going to be used in a little display that we have happening. But this is the part of the Night Garden collection from Ink Circles, the Forget-Me-Nots of the Little Elephant, and look how sweet. I picked out this pom-pom trim. This is from Lady Dot Creates. I just felt like it pulled the blue out really well. And then Barbara added this, like, I actually think Susan might have found this. The soft gray purple. See, you can see how well it matches. And then a little flat fold situation. And this is just some information about what it is. And then it will go in the Night Garden display at the shop during StitchCon. So I love it so much. And this was done on 32 count with 1 thread as well. So
that's where you got the idea that you liked 1 thread on 32.
No, I've been doing it for a minute, but
okay.
Yeah, but I like
it. Our light.
We have a cloud.
We have a cloud. We have skylights. So
yeah, but. Anyway, so I love this so much, and I feel like with all the different Night Garden patterns, like in this one, I feel like the prominent color is the purple, and then in some of them it's blue, and some of them it's green, and some, you know what I mean. So it's like such a great variety. Really, really fun. Okay. Anyway, so yay for that.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited that that's done, and then it will come home after StitchCon. So yay for that.
Right.
And that can go up and stay up forever. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
Right.
Okie dokie. And so that is our back from the finisher section.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Yeah.
Okay, hold please. Promotions. Somebody said to me this week, Pam's face when you did the promotions last week was just wild.
Yeah, I'm a wild child.
Yes, it is. Okay, welcome to the promotional portion of the program. Okay, so before we get into the Twin Peak Primitives Pattern of the Week, I did want to show you that we got the next installment in the monthly mini village collection. This is designed by Cottage Needleworks, and it is we are part of the auto ship program from Crazy Annie's. So we received the June monthly mini village.
Right.
And so this is what it looks like. I love the little picnic situation.
It's super cute.
And like the watermelon vibes. It's adorable.
Yeah.
Love, love, love. And then also she sent 2.
Yeah.
So if whatever, next week is our FlossTube anniversary. And so we are putting together a bunch of really fun giveaways for that episode. And so we are going to include the second copy for one of you all in a little bundle.
Yeah. We're not going to do it today.
Right. Because it will be a next week's video.
Because we'll have so many giveaways next week.
Yes. To celebrate.
Yeah.
So, very exciting. I just think
this is so super cute. Yep. I love the green.
Yep. It's all Classic Colorworks. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
So, that is exciting. So, we got that. And then in the description box below is a link for you to sign up if you would like to sign up. She is still off, taking sign-ups for it. So, if you're like, I love watermelons, I love that, sign me up, you can do that at the link in the description box below. So, very exciting. Okay. Don't throw that away.
No.
Okay. That'll be bad. Okay. And then, of course, the promotional portion of the program, of course, means TPP, Twin Peak Primitives Pattern of the Week.
Right.
So this week, we're
starting a new series. They started a new series.
Yeah, when we showed that last week, when
we did?
Well, with the first one.
We did?
Wasn't the one that came from TPP Limited Editions? Wasn't that the steampunk? Are you sure about that? Okay. All right, great. So, I guess I'm wrong.
We had the Stitch book, Let's Stitch. And what was the other one last week?
Steampunk Witch. Remember?
Oh, yeah, Steampunk Witch. Okay. That's true. And it was a full kit. That's
yes,
right.
ma'am. Yep. So, that was sort of an introduction into this steampunk series that they're doing. Yes, ma'am. So, the next installment in the steampunk series that they are releasing, that we are having be the pattern of the week this week, is called Sewing Factory, which is very, very cool. So, in case you are like, what in the world is steampunk? Okay.
Yeah.
So, when you put in what is steampunk style, it's a blend of Victorian and Edwardian aesthetics with futuristic, industrial, and often post-apocalyptic elements. So it's like very hard, but like kind of cool and quirky. And it draws inspiration from the 19th century Industrial Revolution, especially steam-powered machinery, and a romanticized view of science and literature during that era. So very, very cool, in case you're like, what the hell is steampunk? Okay.
Right.
And so steampunk often incorporates classic garments like corsets, vests, long coats, and top hats, and skirts, bustles, and high-necked blouses for women.
Right.
Very fun. And then the whole industry part of it is gears, cogs, brass, leather, and other industrial materials are commonly used to create a sense of mechanical ingenuity and invention.
Right.
So
put yourself back in that period of time.
Absolutely.
And you'll understand, where that whole thinking came from. There was a lot of stuff going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so the twins gave us like a little write-up about this situation, and I loved what they said at the end of their email. This steampunk series is dedicated to the geniuses who have left their mark on today's technology and have been a source of inspiration.
Very good.
So I just think that's amazing. So that's sort of a little bit of background as to where this whole series comes from and the inspo for that, and I think that's great. So we're going to insert a picture of this week's Twin Peak Primitives Pattern of the Week Sewing Factory here.
Isn't she interesting?
She's very cool.
Yeah.
I like her a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So, if you are interested in getting Sewing Factory, then you can get a discounted copy because it is the pattern of the week. So it is 25% off for the next week for all of our viewers. That means you. And you can get a discounted PDF from the Twin Peak Primitives website or Etsy shop, both of which are linked below.
Right.
If you would prefer to get a hard copy of the pattern of the week, you can get that from the TPP Limited Editions Etsy shop, also linked below, of course, for you.
Very good.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sewing Factory.
Yes.
Very good.
Awesome. All right. We have no mail call this week, so let's move on to haul.
Okay. Who's going first?
You, Pam.
Okay. I was heavily influenced, enabled by FlossTubers that I watched. This was something that I saw Erica from Akio WIP a couple of weeks ago.
We talked about them last week.
And they were our one of our silver and golds last week. She was working on this. This is from the Black Needle Society. And it's called Santa's Stamp Collection. And it is in their vault in the Black Needle Society website.
Yep.
So I went ahead and got a copy of it.
You guys, it's so cute.
It's really, really cute. And on the back side of the leaflet is a
like close up. Look how freaking cute.
of one of the stamps. It's really, really pretty.
I am obsessed.
Yeah.
It's so great. Here.
Yeah.
So Santa's Stamp Collection. I think it came in like one of their boxes or something.
Yeah, I think so. But you can still get a hard copy of it.
I mean, and I have to say, like, this is a very, very, very well done
leaflet
for sure. So, and you don't have to do the whole thing. I mean, you could pull little parts out and stuff.
You could, but I like it.
Well, obviously you're going to do it, but I'm just saying.
You know, because that's me. And then I was watching Fickle Stitches with Kate and Cheryl. And Kate influences me a lot. Love Cheryl, but Kate influences me a lot. And she showed this old crosswing collection chart called Alpha Birds. And I just thought it was fun. And I found a listing for it that included 28 count white Joblin. So this is what the chart looks like, and
show it up close.
It's pretty old, of course, 1992.
But look at all. Is that an egret? Is that a snowy egret?
Yeah,
Sarah. What is that? Where is it? I need to stitch that.
Yeah, they identify inside which
ABC. It's a snowy egret. Holy shiz! Do you know that story, Pam?
No. I am like, what are you doing?
Okay,
I'm going off on a tangent.
No, I will.
You'll tell me later?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a story for the internet. Or for FlossTube. But that's a frickin' snowy egret, and I'm stitching it for Kyle. Okay? Anyway, look at that.
Yeah.
And so, so they're all... Oh, and a puffin!
Yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah, very cool. It's like kind of like the animal thing from Blue Flower.
Yeah.
But
from a different era...
like and a different, it doesn't have mammals in there. It just got birds.
I don't know how you say this guy's name. Dan
Minklebeesh.
Minklebeesh. I don't know. New London, Wisconsin. All you
Minklebeesh
out there.
Minklebeesh.
I don't know how you say his name.
Minklebeesh.
I know Crosswing Collection, but I don't know this fellow's name.
I know, that's so funny.
I have 2 or 3.
Are you going to do it as like this, or are you going to make me an Afghan? What are you doing?
That would be like this.
There's an Afghan back there, people. I did not realize there was a
plus
snowy
I got a
egret.
piece of fabric with it.
I know.
Very reasonable.
But I can, if you want, I can get you an Afghan.
That's fine, Steph.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want you to know that I'm here for you.
Thanks, Kate. Anyway, go watch Fickle Stitches too. They're so fun.
They're fun. Okay.
And I did pick up a bag.
Yep.
Because
there's a tag on the back corner or that. Yeah.
This was Michelle Lee Quilts.
Yep.
And she's right up the road in
Dayton area, I think.
The Dayton area, Columbus area, something like that. It's a quilted bag.
And she makes t-shirts, quilts too, Pam.
Mm-hmm. That's good to know.
Yep. How beautiful is that, though? Holy shiz.
With this on the back and then the polka on the inside, I think.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
gray
yep.
polka on the inside.
Love, love, love.
So, Michelle.
She makes gorgeous bags.
Beautiful bag. See how it's swirly quilted?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's amazing.
so pretty.
Yep.
So, I picked that up. She had very few for sale.
Yeah.
And you had to really...
Gotta time it just right.
You had to set your timer.
She puts a tag on the back right corner as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There it is. Michelle Lee Quilts.
Yep. Very good.
On Etsy, and follow her on Instagram because that's
Yeah.
when she'll announce she's got some for sale.
Absolutely.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Alrighty. So, my haul for this week is I am in the Dying to Stitch Sampler Sewing Circle. And if you are in the club but haven't received your kit yet and you want to be surprised, then this is your warning to fast forward a couple minutes. So this is the first one of this year. And this is from Robin at Sampler Bird Designs. I love Robin. She's so sweet. She came to the first StitchCon, and I just think that she's an amazing human. So
yes.
I am honored to have this in my collection. And it's called Blessed Are the Merciful. And I just want to show you the chart without the glare. So you get the full kit. This is 36 count French vanilla, obviously from R&R because it came from Dying to Stitch. And then the threads, that's amazing. And then this is the design.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really sweet.
It's beautiful.
And the words say, teach me to feel another's woe, to hide the faults I see, that mercy I to others showed, that mercy showed to me.
Very good.
And it is a Quaker motif inspired sampler.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it's really cool.
Yeah, Robin's great.
Yes. And, they send you a nice letter with like all your instructions and all the things. So, and now it will go into my fully kitted box.
That's right. Once you can just grab and start.
Yes.
I love.
Yep. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I too got a bag this week. I got my Como Stitches bag. Well, hold on, before I show that. I am not sure if there are any openings or spots in the Dying to Stitch Sampler Circle Club thing. But I will link all the information for Dying to Stitch below, and then you can call them or reach out if you would like to. Yeah. Anyway, back to my bag from Jess at Como Stitches. Yeah. I get a patchwork bag from her every month, and this just screams to me early summer.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love the pop of navy and the light teal and the orange. And oh, it's just stunning.
Yeah.
And then that is the fabric on the back. And obviously, I love a red zipper. Duh. And then this is the inside, which is so gorgeous. Lovely mint green. So, add it to the collection. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, very exciting.
Yeah.
So, I think that is all of the haul, yeah?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Add to cart. Excellent.
Okay, we want to thank a very special gal, Jana, for sending us a donation to buy me a coffee.
Yes, ma'am.
Those are framing donations, and we're saving up all those pennies for the 4 pieces we left with Joe Rensel back in October.
Yep.
And we haven't heard a recent update, but we know what their turnaround time is, and it will be here when it will be here.
Yes, ma'am.
So, thank you, Jana.
Yes.
And you wanted to talk about keepsakes briefly?
I sure did. Yes, ma'am. So if you if you are signed up for the Keepsakes newsletter, then a lot of this information will be just basically expunged from that. But I wanted to pass on some information about new stuff that's on the Keepsakes website. And it's literally just going to be up there for like the next couple weeks before we shut the website down for StitchCon. So that's the first announcement, is that the shopping element of the Keepsakes website will be turned off on June 1st. So if there is anything that you would like to get from Keepsakes on a web shop, you need to do it before the 1st of June, or you just wait till after StitchCon is over. So for the entire month of June and half of July, the shopping element will be turned off. So just a heads up about that. Then I think that I had mentioned before that the Satsuma Street ornament kits, the ones that I have been stitching for a while, and the frame that I use for perforated paper, that's like rectangle to fit the Satsuma Street perforated paper.
They come from Ukraine.
No, that one, because that's a special size, and that one was made for me, right? That was the one that was made by her husband. But well, you're sort of right in that we reached out to the Ukrainian maker, because originally she didn't have a size like that, and we were like, "Can you make a size like that?" And she said, yes.
Oh, wonderful.
So, you guys, you're going to pee your pants, okay? Because, I want to show you the photo that Melinda took.
Oh, yeah.
We now have in stock on the Keepsakes website perforated paper frames, magnet frames to hold your perforated paper that fit the Satsuma Street kits.
Good.
And unless you yourself can, or you have a husband that can, make you one yourself, we are the only place to get those. She's not selling them to anyone else. So, if you would like to add that to your collection, then that is what you should do. Then, also, on top of that, we also have added not a ton, but a collection of Satsuma Street kits to the website as well. So if you want to add those, go ahead and do that. And then the May kit of the month. Oh, she's gorgeous. So we took a market release, Peekaboo Birds, and we, Susan did a phenomenal thread conversion. So,
I'm going to be doing this one.
So this one here is the original. That is our conversion. This is, oh, it's just so gorgeous. I just love it so much.
There you go.
Oh, I love it so much. And then, okay, then it is fully, like, our FFO is done on the Clipster board from Chantel. Come on, focus. There you go. And so we're also selling that as like an add-on to the kit of the month. So, we have 18 count Aida, 36 count linen, I think 16 Aida, and 32 count linen too. But the options are all on the website, so you can check it out there. The fabric is a stunning Mystic Fabrics color called Dreamy, I believe. And then hand-dyed threads and all the things.
Yeah.
Okay. With your kit, if you just buy the kit, then you get the chart, the threads for our conversion, the fabric, obviously, and the backing fabric and trim for the way we do the finish, because you can use that for like a pillow if you wanted to. If you order the Clipster board, you will also get the boards.
Great.
To finish it. So,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is so exciting. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's beautiful. So, I'm sorry that I don't have the actual model here to show you, but I hope the pictures suffice. Yeah. And the pictures are great on the website too, so you should check those out. So, I will, of course, link the Keepsakes website below, and you can go shop to your heart's content.
That's right.
Okay? Excellent.
Okay. That pretty much does it for us for this week.
Yeah. Except next week is our FlossTube anniversary, y'all.
FlossTube anniversary.
So
we started on May 23rd of 2018.
Yep. No,
and
2017.
2017. Well, then why? Then we misspoke about this then.
We did then. Yep.
So the 2 shout outs that we said were the same year as us.
That was we just lied to you.
We lied.
Yep. Yeah, because I got sober in February. We started FlossTubing.
That's right.
Yep.
So it's 2017.
Oops.
So it's what, 8 years?
Yeah.
So 8 years.
Yep.
So those 2 FlossTubers started
1 year after us.
About a year later.
Yes, ma'am.
So sorry about that.
That's all right.
We can't do math in our heads.
Yep.
So 8 years.
Yep.
On FlossTube. Make sure you check us out on Sunday next week.
Yeah.
We're going to have lots and lots and lots of giveaway bundles, all
Exciting
kinds of jazz.
things.
It's going to be spectacular.
It is.
So don't miss it.
Right.
And that's going to be next week.
It is.
We're going to start with our regular features.
Yeah, we'll do all the celebration stuff at the end.
And we'll do all the celebrating and all the talking and all that stuff.
We're not going to talk for the first half of the video.
No, I mean, we're going to be doing all the celebratory stuff at the end.
Yes, ma'am.
You can do...
We had done it in the past where we did separate videos, and we're just not going to do that this year.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So, we'll see you next week for all that big stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Happy stitching and...
And all the things.
And all the things.
That's all I have.
We'll see you next week.
Yes,
in the meantime, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep
Stitching.
Stitchin'.
Bye!